Welcome to our exploration of a contentious issue. Are climate policies a cover for bigger government control? In this video, we will unpack what climate policies entail, examining the role of government in promoting climate action and the economic impacts they carry. We'll also delve into public perception and skepticism surrounding these policies, considering the influence of international agreements and the balance between environmental responsibilities and personal freedoms. Join us as we navigate this complex terrain to better understand the intersection of climate action and governance. 1. Understanding climate policies. Climate policies have become a central talking point in global politics. They are designed to address the pressing issue of climate change, a phenomenon that affects every corner of the Earth. These policies include measures like reducing carbon emissions, promoting renewable energy sources, and protecting natural habitats. The primary aim is to mitigate the adverse effects of climate change, thereby ensuring a sustainable future for generations to come. However, the intricacies of these policies often raise questions about their real intentions. For many, concerns arise about whether these policies are truly about saving the planet or if they serve another purpose altogether. 2. The role of government in climate action. Governments worldwide have taken the lead in formulating climate policies. They have introduced laws and regulations to control industrial emissions, incentivize green technologies, and encourage sustainable practices. While these efforts are commendable, they also increase the power and influence of the state. Some argue that these policies give governments unprecedented control over various sectors of the economy. By dictating how businesses operate and how resources are allocated, the state could potentially wield significant power over individual freedoms and market dynamics. This has led to debates on whether the expansion of government control is justified in the name of environmental protection. 3. Economic impacts of climate policies. The economic implications of climate policies are profound. On one hand, they create opportunities for innovation and the growth of green industries. Subsidies and incentives for renewable energy projects have led to a boom in sectors like solar and wind power. On the other hand, these policies can also result in increased costs for traditional industries, leading to job losses and economic restructuring. Critics argue that the economic burden often falls on the shoulders of the average citizen, with higher taxes and increased energy costs. The balance between fostering economic growth and achieving environmental goals is delicate and complex. 4. Public perception and skepticism. Public opinion on climate policies is divided. While many support governmental efforts to combat climate change, others view these policies with skepticism. Concerns about transparency, accountability, and the real motives behind climate initiatives fuel public distrust. Some believe that climate policies are a guise for expanding governmental reach into private lives and businesses. This skepticism is not unfounded, as history has shown instances where governments have overstepped boundaries under the pretext of public welfare. Therefore, it's crucial for governments to communicate their intentions clearly and ensure that their actions align with the public interest. 5. The influence of international agreements. International agreements like the Paris Accord play a pivotal role in shaping national climate policies. These agreements set global benchmarks and encourage countries to commit to reducing their carbon footprint. While they foster cooperation and shared responsibility, they also impose obligations that can be challenging for some nations to meet. The pressure to conform to international standards can lead to increased government intervention and regulatory measures. For some, this raises concerns about national sovereignty and the extent to which international bodies should influence domestic policy decisions. 6. Balancing environmental and personal freedoms. The debate over climate policies often boils down to balancing environmental protection with personal freedoms. While it's undeniable that urgent action is needed to address climate change, the methods of achieving this goal are contentious. Policies that restrict certain activities or mandate specific practices can be perceived as infringements on individual liberties. For instance, bans on certain vehicles or energy sources might seem necessary for environmental reasons, but they also limit consumer choice. Finding a middle ground where both the environment and personal freedoms are respected is a challenge that policymakers must navigate carefully. 7. The role of technology in climate solutions. Technology is a double-edged sword in the realm of climate policy. On one hand, advancements in technology offer innovative solutions to reduce emissions and improve energy efficiency. Smart grids, electric vehicles, and carbon capture technologies are just a few examples of how technology can aid in combating climate change. On the other hand, the deployment of these technologies often requires significant government investment and oversight. This can lead to further consolidation of control, as governments play a central role in funding and regulating these technological initiatives. The balance between leveraging technology for environmental benefits and maintaining a free market economy is a topic of ongoing discussion. 8. Conclusion. Navigating the complex terrain. As the world grapples with the realities of climate change, the role of climate policies remains a topic of intense debate. While the need for action is clear, the methods and implications of these policies warrant careful consideration. Whether they are a genuine effort to protect the environment or a means of expanding government control is a question that continues to spark discussion. It is essential for governments to remain transparent and accountable, ensuring that their actions align with the best interests of both the planet and its inhabitants. The path forward requires collaboration, innovation, and a commitment to balancing environmental goals with individual freedoms.